Hi guys, magandang umaga. Another episode of Eating Wise, and today I have a very special guest imported from Hawaii, my son-in-law Mark.
Hi.
He is a doctor, a nutritionist, and an athlete.
My events are the 100 meters and the 200 meters. So I love to cook, but cooking doesn't love me. Unfortunately, my wife doesn't like my cooking, so I don't cook anymore.
No, now we're gonna show her, okay? Our dish specifically good for athletes. The beans, right? Okay.
Because food habits condition our well-being, eating wise is a big step towards peace and harmony. Total health brings us closer to living in harmony. Harmony leads to peace.
Okay, a reminder, when you make salads or when you prepare foods, always wash your hands properly. And Dr. Mark here will show us how they do it at Mid.
So a simple way to remember how to wash your hands is a mnemonic they use. Washed. So W is doing this with both hands. A is like this. S, you're gonna use a twisting motion, both sides again. And H, you're gonna do this to all fingers. Remember to do both sides. And E is like this, and you're gonna clean the palm of both hands.
Wow.
And the last one is D, which is your wrist.
Okay.
And that's it. Yeah.
Okay, wash now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the best way to dry your hands is to let your hands air dry or get a paper towel. Some people do this. The bacteria from the soap actually gets loosened. So when you do this, it'll go to your fingertips. So that's what you eat with. So you want the bacteria not to be in your fingertips. So just let them air dry or use a paper towel.
I'll introduce you to the players of our salad. As you know, beans are very good in protein, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the chart of beans and the different nutrients they have one thing in common is that they're very rich in folate, which is B9, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're familiar with Mr. Folate.
Yeah, vitamin B9.
Yeah,
that's very
good
important.
for
cell regeneration.
Cell regeneration, which is good for athletics. This is langka seeds, jackfruit seeds.
That's what
They have already been boiled
Okay.
and peeled. Now these have super calcium, super potassium, super phosphorus. So you want to get that range of color. And then of course we have my favorite shiitake mushrooms, right? For the added anti-cancer stuff. And then we have here Dijon mustard. This is very good for you. And this one is liquid aminos.
I have a question about the beans because I like eating a lot of beans. Are there any downsides to eating too much?
Well, they say, beans, good for the heart. Eat too much, it makes you fart. Okay. The beans are also rich in phytates. Now, the phytates have a problem with blocking the absorption of minerals, which cause bloating and gas. But there's a solution to that. You would like to get your own beans, soak them, right? Instead of buying the canned ones. But if you have no choice, you can buy the canned ones, like when you're in a hurry. But you soak them, and the water that you soak them in, you put them a little bit of baking soda to help as well, to alkalinize it. And then you pour that water out, wash it well, and then cook it very well. Always remember, especially red beans. When you don't cook them too well enough, it's gonna cause a lot of trouble in your stomach.
Drawing the water out from the beans takes the phytates out.
Helps, yeah.
Helps.
You can also grind them, cook them very well, and then cook them with herbs. Okay, so we're gonna start with the tomatoes. One nice tip here is tomatoes add another dimension of flavor when you roast it in the flame. See, like so.
So Mars, what was the reason again why it's better to cook your tomatoes before you actually eat it?
Tomatoes are rich in lycopene. Lycopene is one of the powerful anti-cancer nutrients that you have in tomatoes. But this lycopene won't be released unless you heat it up. So there are some nutrients that need to be heated. So we're gonna start here with some virgin olive oil. Yeah.
Okay.
This is garlic. We use a cast iron pan because it adds flavor too. Aside from adding flavor, it also adds iron.
Oh.
So it's really good for women who need iron. And then this one you can eat it raw actually, but you know when you put it here and you grill it, I mean with this little bit of oil and brown it a little bit, it makes it so much better. You want to kind of make the flavors of the garlic and the onion meld into the seeds. This is organic coconut balsamic. And you notice the colors?
Yeah.
See? So you can put that in a little bit, tiny little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Just a tiny little bit. Did you know that mustard, aside from its good flavor, it also kills parasites?
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So everything that we have in our culinary arsenal has some purpose aside from flavor.
Yeah.
Now, see this? This is basil that I harvested from my farm and dried. So, yeah, and this one is oregano.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now remember, when you have a flu, oregano is the go-to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Yeah, it kills. It's antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial.
What's this?
It's rosemary.
Oh, yeah.
This one is good for the brain, memory, and everything. So just remember that you've got to learn to cook with herbs.
Yeah.
Herbs is really the secret to fine eating.
I used to think
Eating
it was
wise.
just for the taste.
Yeah,
I
for the
thought it
taste.
was
But
a
now
reason.
you know, because you know, herbs have a long history, thousands of years. That's why they're in our cupboard, because they give us life. They give us, you know, they protect us. Then of course, this you know is Himalayan salt. You know better than the iodized, commercialized version. Did you know that Aristotle, when he used to have exams, each of their students would be holding a sprig of rosemary so that they can remember. Yeah, now you can just eat salad. All right, now you can put that in. This is lima, okay, lima beans. Yeah, lima beans is also known here in the Philippines as patane. Patane. And then this one is what? Pinto. Yeah, that's right, pinto. So you got your green, you got your red, you got your white, and this is one of my favorites.
Chickpeas?
Yeah, chickpeas or garbanzos. Garbanzos, okay? So you can put that in. Don't be nervous. Yeah. Put more.
Oops.
So this shiitake, okay. So this is power packed with protein and other nutrients as well. Now I'm just gonna add this. Okay, our tomatoes, the one earlier.
Yeah.
Although it's already cooked, I just want to heat through, right? Like I told you earlier, I want to heat through just to break the the bacteria and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So in med school, we were trained not to give foods high in uric acid to patients, especially with gout. So, is there a contraindication to giving too much kidney beans with people?
Well, it's a very long, extended conversation, but here I'll just try to make it as short as possible. First of all, excess protein gets stored into uric acid, and they lodge in the joints. You know, so if you have already a base of high uric acid, it would aggravate it. But like I said, there are mitigating factors that help, and the good that you get from it overrides the all the nasty stuff. Plus, also being hydrated helps.
Okay, so moderation is always the key.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so Tita, I get asked a lot because I'm vegetarian where I get my protein.
Oh,
I never felt I was lacking in protein because ever since I became vegetarian, my performance and recovery time improved.
Yeah.
gotten faster and stronger. So
Yeah. From the time I started being vegetarian 100 years ago,
yeah,
that question has been asked. And up to this day, it's still the same question that's being asked. Where do you get your protein? But if you eat 3 meals a day or even 2, chances are you will eat more protein than you need than less.
yeah,
That is a fact.
yeah.
Here's the thing, you see, all living beings have protein in them, even plants. So animals eat the protein from the plants, right? So and then people eat the animals, so they get their protein secondhand. Whereas here, it's right here. Protein, even this leaf has protein and everything has protein. I mean, everything has carbohydrates as well.
Yeah.
So, it's just more or less. So don't worry about the protein issue. That's the least of our problems, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, I forgot this ingredient, so important. I mean, not really, but it adds a little more flavor. It's feta cheese.
Okay.
That's an added ingredient. You can put it or not, but if there's a lot of B12 in it, and if somebody asks you where to get your B12, you know what to say. Here, go ahead, mix it. Yeah, dairy is good. Got B12, and what else?
Yeah, since I've been here in the Philippines, Tita, I've been getting asked a lot, where do I get my B12?
Oh, and what do you
I
say?
get it from yeast.
That's
I
right.
put
Yeast,
in
nutritional
mostly
yeast.
everything.
Yeah, that's right. And fermented foods, they have a lot of B12 as well.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So there's really no problem with that. Vegans might have a little bit of a problem, but then there's always supplements.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one tool. See, choose your weapon.
Yeah.
This is one tool you don't want to be without.
Okay.
Is spatula. See, it gets all the goodness, yeah.
This is really fun. Thanks for having me. I'm learning a lot. So I get asked a lot about where I get my omega-3s. Are there any omega-3s in this dish?
Here, you can, sure. The virgin olive oil is there, and then also you got the beans. The beans get naturally some fat in them, right? And then also the langka seeds.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
too.
Yep. Very good. Because see, omega-6s are we've got an overload of omega-6s,
Yeah,
right?
that's the pro-inflammatory one.
Yeah, well, actually, if you get enough, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah,
just
good
that,
ratio,
it's just that it's over.
Yeah.
So now you need to balance it with the 3s.
Yeah.
There you go. See, go deep inside and scoop them up.
I'm gonna cook this for my wife when I get home. She's actually pregnant right now, so this is gonna be very healthy for her.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Eh?
Congratulations to you too. You're gonna have a grandson or granddaughter.
Yeah. A healthy one, another plant-based, plant-born, plant-powered
Another athlete.
soul in this world.
Yeah.
Another athlete, yeah. Okay, here we have a complete protein dish. Now, you can eat it with bread, you can eat it with rice, or you can put them in wraps, the tortilla yaps, like I said earlier. And then you put sprouts, like alfalfa sprouts or mung sprouts. And then you can also put nuts, like walnuts or pili or cashew in there. Like, okay, go ahead. I can hear your stomach. It's so noisy. You're hungry. Now, go ahead and eat. You can add some raisins or something, or dates, something sweet, cranberries, something like that. Okay, so what's the verdict, Mark?
Best ever, Nanay.
This is a complete protein combination. As you know, the protein complementarity. Well, there are 4 major protein food groups that are not from meat, right? You have the legumes, and then you have grains like rice, wheat, corn, etc. And then you have nuts and seeds, and we have some langka in there, a seed, right?
Yes,
and then also dairy. Each of those proteins have major amino acids. The 8 essential ones that we need to get from outside source because our body can't make them, right?
Yeah.
So, like for example, if this is kulang with lysine, for example, this one is plenty. So they complement. So kunyari, this is like this, no, and then this one is like this. So when they put together, you have the perfect protein combination.
They do complement each other.
Yeah,
so it's important to have those 4.
Yeah. Just remember that we will never run out of protein from plant foods.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay, cheers. Bon appetit.
Yeah.
So there we have it, another episode of Eating Wise. I hope you've learned as much and enjoyed as much as I was here. And I want to thank Mark so much for being here and joining us.
Thank you for having me, Mars.
Yeah, and have a good trip. And you all.
I cannot wait to cook this back at home.
Yeah. So just another reminder. Just remember, don't live to eat, but rather eat to live and be healthy so that we may use this body for a higher purpose. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Namaste.